Hi and welcome to Best in Tesla. So we know Tesla was not the best at making cars back in the day, but Tesla has truly come a long way. But right now we are seeing people's mind being blown all over the world by Tesla's full self-driving software. Even by yet another automotive reviewer, the last piece of the puzzle has truly been put in place to make Tesla's cars not just good in a straight line and in software, but they have truly become the full package. And Elon has just said that unsupervised is now solved. They are just running validation of the system. So the software that is blowing people's mind all over the world is about to get 10 times better. And you will get that software for your Tesla as well. So, as the car reviewers are now saying, Teslas might have the best cars in the world. So, let me show you why that might be the case, and let's dive right in. So, we have had Jason from Hagerty make yet another video praising Tesla's cars, but this time around it was Tesla's software that impressed him, because Jason tried out Tesla's full self-driving version 14 doing an hour-long trip after being critical of full self-driving in the past. But as he said, he had to eat his own words.
So I programmed the address and boop, boop, it took over. This fucking car drove us the entire way expertly, making lane changes whenever it wanted with nothing dangerous, no jerks, no side to side, anything, beautifully smoothly, including constantly 15 miles an hour above the speed limit. So there is...
Per your request.
Well, there's chill, there's normal, there's hurry, and there's Mad Max are the four settings. It was just in hurry, and it was not fucking around. I mean, like in a 55 zone, was doing 71 in the right lane and got off the exit and stayed at 70 miles an hour. And I'm like hovering over the brake pedal going, oh my God, I don't know this exit. I don't know the road goes. But it's doing fucking 70 down an exit ramp where I know there's a red light at the bottom and there are cars waiting. And I'm like, we're going to be one of those videos where everyone dies and there's a fireball and whatever. Nope. Right when it was sort of at the last conceivable setting was on hurry, the last conceivable safe time to come to a controlled stop, it started to bleed off speed and went right down to a stop at the light with its signal on, looked both ways and went through the, stopped and made a right on red. And here's the thing, pulled into the fucking parking lot and then backed itself into a parking spot. I shit. I mean, I actually shit. And I had to eat my shit and my words and whatever. And then when we got out of the thing, I plugged in the address of the eye doctor's office, and it took us out of that parking lot onto the main road, made a couple turns into the parking lot of the dentist's office, the eye doctor's office, which is super narrow and like uncomfortable for, I think, for
the average operator.
Well, it would be not a challenge for the operator, but a Waymo would never have been able to get in there. And it fucking pulled right into a parking spot. It was a handicap spot. So it wasn't looking at that. But and it drove us all the way back to San Francisco.
And Jason is a car reviewer with over 20 years of experience and an engineer, so he knows good engineering when he sees it. You might remember his video about the Cybertruck, where his mind was blown away by the engineering of the car. He even said he wanted to hate the car and everything it stood for because of the way it looks, but because it was such a big engineering marvel, he gave in and ended up loving the Tesla Cybertruck.
It's a hell of a car. It drives really well. The suspension is great. Makes you wonder why steering wasn't always like this. It's smooth. It's fast as hell. It does everything well. But there is something no one has ever done before. Tesla quadrupled the low voltage side of this car, meaning anything that would have otherwise run on 12 volts now runs on 48 volts. This cuts the current needs in 4, meaning this car needs only a quarter as much copper, saving Tesla money that it can then pass on to you. Tesla finally had enough, and so it sent a pamphlet to the CEO of every other car company entitled How to Design a 48-Volt Vehicle. The balls. But holy shit, what went into this is like, I would hang myself if I worked for a traditional car company right now. Out of sheer embarrassment. Like, when they start pulling this thing apart, their mind is going to be blown to the point of like, why do we even come to work every day? Yeah. But I really did go into this whole experiment kind of hating the Cybertruck, hating everything it stood for, kind of hating the way it looked, the idea of all the excess, and I came away from it like loving
Respecting it.
No, loving it.
So Jason was very impressed with what Tesla has done with the Cybertruck and all the engineering that was underneath the hood. But Jason also had another video about Tesla's Model 3 performance, the refresh one, where he actually said these words.
This renders the M3 completely and totally irrelevant. Something has definitely happened in this company because it went from being like a video game to a well-tuned driver's car. Here's the weird question, though. This time, what did Tesla get wrong? Nothing. Oh, no one's going to want to hear that. I agree, though. And this is where the Tesla Model 3 is probably the best car in the world.
So one of the most fair car reviewer with over 20 years of experience just called the Tesla Model 3 Performance the best car in the world. But it was not only because it was better as a daily driver than the BMW M3, or that it could actually keep up with the M3 around the racetrack, or they couldn't really find anything wrong with the car. No, it was when they took the price into calculation that the BMW completely fell apart, as they showed in the video as well.
Because for the price of that M3, with its carbon seats and carbon brakes, those are nice. Yeah, you can have a Tesla Model 3 Performance. Okay. Plus a Miata. Yeah. Plus a Toyota GR86. What? Yeah. Once you factor in the price, it's an easy win for the Tesla.
And remember, the insane value for money car, the Performance Model 3, that beat the BMW M3, also comes with the software that just blew Jason's mind yet again. So the price of the Model 3 Performance is even better than what Jason mentioned in his video, as you can, just for $99 a month, have that car drive itself when you don't want to. When you are on a fun mountain road, you are in one of the most fun cars on the planet for some fun driving, but at the same time, it's also the safest car in the world, as Jason talked about in his Cybertruck video.
After a crash test that totals most cars, the Cybertruck would be back on the road with 2 new doors, airbags, and some trim. Don't forget, this is the company who made the Model S, which not only broke the record for the safest vehicle ever tested, but was so strong it actually broke the testing equipment, and then broke the scoring system by earning 5.4 stars out of a possible 5.0. The Model X, too, broke its test when they couldn't get it to roll over to measure rollover safety. Then the Model 3 beat them both, becoming the safest car ever tested. And then the Y beat it, too.
But when you don't want to drive because you are sitting in traffic jam or have hours of driving on a boring highway, you can just let Tesla drive for you. You can just get into the car, tell the car where you want to go, and the car will take you there. The BMW M3 will never be able to do that, even with its much higher price tag. And that was actually something that Jason didn't mention in his previous video, probably because at that point he didn't really like the full self-driving software. But that has all changed, as the software has just become mind-blowingly, undeniably good. So that Performance Model 3 is even better than what Jason said. And remember, one of the car experts of car experts, Sandy Monroe, also called it one of the most mature cars in the world. So Tesla has really learned how to make cars. And Sandy even called it the best sedan in the world as well. So it's not just Jason here saying it.
I mean it sincerely. The thing is articulate. It's so accurate. I can't believe it. It's a I mean it sincerely. It's the best sedan out there.
But if you don't need the performance, you can even get the Model 3 all the way down now to $37,000 in the US instead of that price tag of $55,000 that actually blew Jason's mind with the performance version because of the value for money you got. The standard version is just insane value for money. And Elon has just confirmed in an interview that Tesla is still on track to have their robotaxis being 100% unsupervised with no safety driver in the car in just about 3 weeks from now. So as Elon said, unsupervised is basically solved. Remember, Tesla sees about 6 months out in the future compared to what we see on the street with the beta version as they have the alpha version. But it should be solved. So the only thing Tesla is doing right now is just validating the software. This matters in terms of the cars Tesla sells because they will be able to put this software into our fleet and just have it being supervised until it's approved by regulators, of course, but that means that the unsupervised software will be driving our Teslas, so we should hardly have to take over at all, even though it's called supervised until regulators approve it. So the software that blew Jason's mind and made him eat his own words will be about 10 times better very soon. But these videos just really shows us the truth about Tesla's vehicles. Yes, back in the day, Tesla's fit and finish was not very good, but they were quick in a straight line and had some software that the industry has never seen before, and of course it was electric, and that made Tesla's cars very popular. But because Tesla tries to improve their cars and production line every single day if they come up with new ideas, as they have made the cost almost zero to make a change to the production line, which is truly one of Tesla's superpowers. But because of this, they have kind of ironed out all of these things they were not good at over the years. Today, Tesla still has the safest car in the world. Car reviewers of the refreshed Model Y and 3 have had nothing but good things to say. Even the publications that are usually hating on Tesla have to give in and give it a good review. The Cybertruck has shown that Tesla has engineered something that the others don't even know how to. There are so many industries first in that Cybertruck: bulletproof, steer-by-wire, stainless steel body, 1 gigabit Ethernet, and 48-volt architecture, just to mention a few. And in the last 8 years, Tesla has even learned how to build a car. Their fit and finish is now as good as anyone else's, and have even invented a whole new way of producing cars that even Toyota has come out and called the Tesla Model Y a work of art and is now copying Tesla's production methods. Who would have thought that back in 2017 when the Tesla Model 3 first came out? Not Sandy Monroe, that's for sure. And now we have full self-driving supervised, just being the last piece of the puzzle for Tesla to have the most value for money car that money can buy. And maybe even some of the best cars in the world, according to Jason here and Sandy Monroe. And I, of course, have to agree, because if you buy a Tesla, you get one of the safest cars in the world, one of the most efficient cars in the world, one of the most fun car in the world with its instant torque and insane acceleration. You will get the best software the world has to offer, and not just in user interface, but with Croc integration and full self-driving that allows you to tell the car where you want to go, and the car will just go there. And it's electric, so the maintenance is minimal, and there is no noise or toxic gas coming out of it, and you can fill it up overnight at home. Combine that with Tesla's lead in manufacturing, making sure Tesla is the only one on the planet right now that can actually produce an EV with a good profits. As you probably know, someone like BYD has had a negative free cash flow all year, and if you buy the Cybertruck, you will even get engineering that you can't get with any other car, no matter how many millions you pay for it. So I know people like to compare Tesla specs with other cars, like look, the Chinese can charge faster, or look, Waymo can drive themselves unsupervised, or look, longer range in Lucid, or look at the great software in the Xiaomi, look at the performance of the Rimac, or look at the safety of the Volvo. But that is comparing one car with multiple cars. But with the Tesla, you actually get most of all those specs included in one car, and a full self-driving car, all in one package. You don't get that with any of the other cars that I just mentioned. Tesla has truly become the benchmark in the industry. It used to be we looked at Volvo for safety and Porsche for performance, but now Tesla's cars are just the benchmark. And Tesla's lineup has just become some insanely good vehicles for an even more insane value for money. Tesla has truly come a long way. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.